with the battery, yeah, the battery warmers actually have a thermostat on them. So I don't know what temperature. We don't do battery warmers that often, so
they're built in though, ain't they? They just plug them up and
built into the blanket.
Yes, yeah, it's built into the blanket.
So it's just 110.
And it's probably just on those. Yeah, there's just 110. It's like 7, 8 watts. I mean, it's not much. It's not much.
So if you're at 0 degrees,
well,
it's not going to get real warm. So
that's not going to get real warm. Yeah, I mean, we've had problems like 2 weeks ago. You know, when it was, I mean, just really cold. We were having bad problems. Block heaters trying to, this can't keep. Block heaters can't keep up. It's just way too cold. So we actually had the guy actually went to one place and he hit one of the threes and the coolant was froze. I mean, it was an absolute mess.
Yeah.
So this is
what temperature can you expect these to? I mean, if everything's maintained and everything, how cold can it get and then still reliably start?
I mean, we didn't have really many starting issues. I mean, they tell us you get like -20, you could have some issues. The -20, we were seeing like when it was 0 there 2 weeks ago. We were seeing water temperatures running, even with a block heater, the temperature running 30 degrees.
Really?
You know, like right now, water's 95 on this one. So yeah, it just gets that cold. It's just hard. Like,
yeah.
It's just absolutely brutally hard on everything. So I've got a sign-in sheet too. So if you got one, anybody have one?
No, that'd be good.
We'll go inside. We can sign up. So.
Yeah.
All right. Again, I'm Matt Rankin with Evapar. Evapar is the industrial Generac dealer for Kentucky and Indiana. I'm based out of Richmond, Kentucky. I've covered new sales for this area and also do the training for owners. I'm usually in this area about once every 3 or 4 weeks. Before I leave, I'll make sure you guys have my card just in case you guys need something. You guys get a hold of me. I noticed on the doors, my tech didn't put our contact information. Before I leave, I'll put some stickers on the doors that actually have our numbers. You can call the Louisville office 24/7. Someone's going to answer the phone. If it's after hours, there's an answer machine that actually relays messages to our owners, and there's 5 of them that get flipped out every weekend and after hours for calls. This unit is a 200 kW natural gas, 480 volt. If you guys are familiar, this is the same unit that's set at the high school. It's just a little bit smaller. On this screen, I can show you this real quick. This is a screen that we typically want to leave the generator on. You guys can actually open the door and you can get a quick reference of the water temperature and the battery voltage. It tends those two things, if you have issues with them, those tend to be what you'll see. Battery charger failure or something going on with the block heater. As you can see right now, the water temperature 97 degrees and you got about 25 volts on the batteries. You got 4 batteries here in series, so that's why you got 25 volt system. As you can see down here, this is the block heater, the system, and it's actually plugged in to, yes, a GFI. So if you open this door and you see low coolant temperature, it actually happens a lot. For some reason, that GFI trips. Just reset it. Usually okay. This unit does not have a load center. You know where the circuit is to this that came out here? Okay, all right. So there's one circuit that came out here that's feeding a terminal block right here that's feeding the block here, the battery charger, and those kinds of circuits here in the system. So if so happen it does trip and you got something wrong, there's no power, you need to find that breaker, make sure inside the building it hasn't tripped. You guys have to manually watch engine runtime hours or log them or anything like that with them? Okay, we don't. Okay. I'll leave it alone. On this screen here, if the unit's actually running, you'll see the volts per phase, and then if it actually has transferred over, you'll actually see the kW and actually see the amps. It actually switched over. There's 250 amp breakers, one on either side of of the control panel here, and they're just feeding two 200 amp transfer switches. Is that right? Okay. So, like I said, just a good visual check. Just make sure you open the door, make sure the water temperature is okay. Like I said, it gets, if it gets below zero, you may see that water temperature low as 29 degrees or 30 degrees. So. On this side of the unit, again, you can see the block heater on the side. You've got the two batteries in series. This is your dipstick to check your oil. It's a good idea to check these at least probably once a month, just like your car. Just come here, open it, and check the oil, make sure it's okay. Any leaks like that. This is the coolant overflow tank right there. Just keep a visual check on it. All right. Back on the control panel, if you guys want to, I did check with the startup paperwork, and they set this unit up to run Mondays at 6 a.m. is what they set it on. So if you guys want to change that, I can change that, but that's right now what it's set on.
That's what we want it. Mondays gives us plenty of time through the week to address any issues.
Yeah,
and 6 a.m. we've got food service coming in early in the morning, and they'll hear it running.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, if that's a good suggestion, and we always try to tell people to do it on Monday. So if there's something going on, you got some time to get it up here. We also have we've got 4 service techs that work out of Louisville. We have a remote tech that lives in Richmond, where I live, and so we're always have guys on the road. So we got a lot of units up in this area, so we've always got somebody probably close if you guys need something. When these units, when you're going to run it manually, just take the key, turn it to off, and then the manual, the unit will run. Just be sure to put it back in automatic. So it stays in the off position. It will not run. All right. Any questions?
Your battery voltage, does it vary, or does it stay constant all the time?
It'll vary a little bit. The charger just kicks in as needed, but it stays around that. It should stay around that 25 volts. If you're starting to see, if for some reason the battery charger died, battery will last about 2 days before it's actually just dead. So in the enunciator inside the building, you'll be able to. That's one of the warnings. So,
is the charger a separate unit, or is it built into the?
Yeah, it's actually right here. It's actually right here. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. You can. Yeah, sometimes they're different. And then on this side, this is the battery charger right here. It's kind of hard to see, but you can kind of get your head up in there, and there's a green LED up in the corner of the battery charger. Yeah, kind of hard to see.
Yes.
But that tells you that the battery charger is getting AC power from the building. So, and there's a little amber light in there that goes on and off, and it's actually when it's charging. So, like I said, we see really any problems we see, failures and stuff, it's either block heaters or battery charger. This is kind of the high item you see that if there's anything that goes wrong with these things.
How often should the batteries be changed?
I think I've heard the service tech say about every 3 years, I believe, is the rotation of the batteries.
Will we get manuals on the? I know we got like an operator's manual, but will we get drawings on the wiring and the engine exploded view and all that?
Yeah, there's like a parts view in the manuals. Yeah.
That'll have the oil top, oil filter, coolant top. Was all that in that manual too? Or is it
I'm not sure we got that on the high school, did we? We got a manual with like exploded engine and
It
parts.
should have the exploded view in them. I don't know if it actually references the exact oil and coolant type, but that's easy. Just a call to the office and they can tell you exactly what it is.
We can probably find manuals online somewhere, can't we? Either through Generac or
they're specific to the units because they're built, so it has to. Hopefully you've got them, but yeah, you can't find them online because you have to take a serial number to actually get them.
should be in your.
We should already turned all that stuff in.
Yeah, it should be in your submittal.
Okay.
Yeah. If not, like I said, I can give you my cards. If
Rich
you
should
need
have
something,
that.
give me a call. Yeah. Yeah.
Rich should have all that. That should be in your documentation.
No,
Get
listen,
turned over.
Now, we had problems at the high school where we were using a lot of oil, where it wasn't. They said it wasn't running under load. Is there any other way around that other than running it with a external load for a period of time? Or
Well, that was natural gas and must be really unloaded. Have they ever, other than probably when we started it up, we load banked it, you know, for 2 hours or whatever. You'd have to almost look at it and see how underloaded. I mean, a load bank is the best thing to do. I mean,
we really don't have a lot of load on the one at the high school.
the high
so
school.
It never really runs under load, so
yeah, I
it'll
mean,
use oil over time.
yeah.
This has got a little bit of a load on it because all emergency lights in the building. I mean, your whole gym is on.
Is on a,
You have an idea what kind of load to be on it?
No, I mean, we can check it once, shut the main off or something.
yeah,
Is this 200 kilowatt?
yeah. It's 200 kW. Yeah, 200. Yeah. Yeah.
So you
So it's right at 300 right at 300 amps. Roughly. Yeah, load bank is the best way to put. A
about
lot
on
of
the way
times,
to
a lot of
correct
times
that.
the building load it may be 30, 40, 50%. You know, like in hospitals, if the load's only 30%, they have to load bank them every. You know, it's a little different story, but they've got to load bank them almost every month.
So you want to have what, 50% load?
At least 50 to 60% on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's something that we offer, you know, doing maintenance or whoever's doing the maintenance or whatever can offer, you know, to be able to load bank. Okay. Any questions? Is that inside? There's 20 parameters here. There's the enunciator wheel show them, but anything that happens in here with the alarm stuff actually gets sent to the remote enunciator inside the building. So, because if this is alarming, this is probably be a lot of people coming in and out of this parking lot quite a bit, so people will hear it.
It's also monitored through the building management system.
There's
too.
a couple relays or something through building. Okay.
The keys to the doors, outside doors. I never did get one of those.
Have you got any more keys?
That's mine. If there's a Lowe's here, I got about a 50% chance that they can copy it. Some do, some don't. It's weird, but I've got one with me. I don't have any spares, but I can go.
Can you mail them to Tim?
Yeah. Or
Would
I
that be
can.
okay, Tim?
Yeah. Well, I need at least 2 of them.
I got one.
Because it's the same.
Okay.
It's the same as the high school. They're all the industrial. They're all the same.
In fact, it looks like
I
these
don't
are
think
both
they
the
got very
same.
many from the high school either. I think they
Yeah.
only sent 2 to the unit.
It's
So
2 or 3 of the unit. Yeah.
and Mike's got one, and Tim's got one. So, or did I ever give you one?
No, I
never
don't
did give you
have
I
one.
got the other one.
About 45.
Yeah.
What was the number on it?
CH 545. You got me up a lot.
You got 2 more keys.
Organize that. You know what I did? I got all my small keys on one key chain.
Yeah, so he's got 2.
He's got it.
I can give you 2.
Now we know where they're at.
I don't know how I ended
So
up
I've
with 2.
had-
No, you ain't getting.
I know, guy.
Like I said, I've had pretty good
No, you
luck.
ain't
Lowe's, most I can copy them.
Yeah.
I've not had any luck at a locksmith.
You know, I like
Lowe's,
those.
pretty good.
I got witnesses. You're on camera, buddy.
So
You
I'll
ain't
come
gonna
back out here and
deny
I'll put
this
the
one.
stickers on the door before I leave.
Okay.
You ain't gonna deny
Is
this.
there any valve lash adjustment on them or anything? Or
How'd
is
you
it
never
hydraulic?
both of my keys?
I don't worry
You know,
about having
I've
internal.
Honestly, I think I had one
I've been
here
here since
somewhere before, because you only give me
2009, and
one.
I have yet
Where
to
you
hear
were
or even
generator.
haven't seen
Oh, a
any
lot of
place do anything with the valve. Of course,
I'm
most
gonna
of them
stop
have-
recording
I never
now.
see them over 30